Man, so what y'all think?
I mean, overall, it was a alright WrestleMania, man.
I give it. If I'm going by a ranking,
Mm-hmm.
a 5-star ranking, I would give it 3.
Yeah, I give
I
it
give
about
it
3.
3.
Yeah.
3. Any bright spots y'all want to talk about before we just run through the results of the matches?
I mean, the only bright spots for me is some of the people they chose to highlight, give them their roses. The Becky, Kofi,
The champions.
yeah,
Was that?
Finn,
Mhm.
Heath Slater, and Zack Ryder. That's about like the only like bright spots for me.
I don't know. Zack Ryder's a bright spot.
I mean, Heath Slater, man, it's like the band was losing like how many matches and give them their moment
All right.
in their backyard. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm cool with that.
that's facts.
Special spots for me. Like I guess we all could agree on the Shane McMahon entrance.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I like that Bobby Lashley spear on the
through
the ropes.
Yeah,
I like
that was fire.
I like
Super
the
fire.
It's not too many though, right? I like the
Yeah.
Triple H one.
I like the Miz with the suplex off the
I
top
like
of
that
the,
one
the
too.
tower.
nice.
I like that one too.
Yeah.
I like that one too.
He
Let me see.
suplex Shane McMahon and ended up losing
Yeah,
on
but
that.
Yeah.
yeah, but overall, it's just the overall like you said, the people winning the matches.
Yeah,
It's kind of like the spots of his own.
and a lot of the matches were lackluster.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was lackluster due to just no creativity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we didn't get the Randy Orton RKO,
Right.
Yeah,
spot.
yeah,
and then like a lot of the matches, like damn, that's it. Like
yeah,
they gonna end it like that. For
Yeah.
real?
Yeah,
Like,
it was almost like it was lazy.
Yeah.
like lazy, like this.
and I think one of
writing.
y'all mentioned that they kind of like since they were rushing through the matches to get
yeah,
get it
yeah.
done on time.
Yeah, I felt
Mhm.
like they tried to play it safe a lot of the time, you know.
Yeah.
So
Definitely probably try to play it safe. The simple fact that they had a women's main event, so they probably like we're not just gonna mess this up.
yeah,
Another Batista going through the ropes. That was
Yeah.
that was a
Yeah.
wonderful spot for me.
That was crazy.
yeah, tripping through the ropes. He even had to laugh himself. He was no longer a heel at that point for me. He was no longer a heel.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's still hilarious.
That was a face turn for me.
No, boy.
John Cena returns as the Doctor Thugonomics, the heel John Cena with the rope, the chain, you know, the rapping and all of that. What are y'all thoughts on that? We haven't seen that John Cena in about 15 years.
I'm glad I haven't seen that John Cena 15 years. That's one of the John Cenas I didn't really like. But if they're gonna do this, hopefully they're gonna continue with it, so he could, you know, mess up some of the championship people that's in their spots. Because you already know he's going to the top. If
Yeah.
you want it, you're gonna get it.
Yeah,
John Cena.
That's facts. That's
So
facts.
if he's heel, I could. I guess I want to see him against Seth, a face Seth, versus a heel John Cena.
Oh, that would be dope. That'd be
Yeah.
creative. Yeah,
Yeah, I think they'll put on a good match.
I like that idea. So I guess y'all want to run through the results right quick for the people, or
Man, let's do it.
yeah. So even though we didn't see this match, Carmella won the women's battle royal.
I
Mm-hmm.
love it.
Yeah, are there any perks for that? Do you get like a future
Nah,
title shot, or is it just like, hey,
you just get the trophy.
okay,
I think it's
Statue.
bragging rights. If
Yeah.
anything, it's no like. I wish it was.
Ain't like the
though.
regular Warrior Rumble.
yeah,
Yeah, I always like somebody like to like have like a special perk at the end, like earn something, like, you know, instead of just 1, 2, 3, that's it. So what'd you get? Nothing. I
Yeah.
won a battle royal. Like,
Just get a few mentions, a few shout out
Yeah.
on future shows.
facts.
regular exhibition,
Royal
like-
winner.
regular exhibition
Who
match.
did y'all have winning? I had Oscar winning that, but Carmella won.
I had Nikki Cross.
Yeah, I agree with Abe. I have Oscar.
Yeah, and such a shame. So I guess we can
Took the
you
belt
know,
off her and gave her nothing.
Yeah, just yeah. You just go from one of the main events to the
You want WrestleMania? That's what we gave
the
you.
pre-show.
Yeah, pre-show at that.
Braun Strowman won the men's Andre the Giant Battle Royal. We kind of all had Braun.
Yeah.
No, I had Ali.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he changed it.
I
He
changed it at the
changed
end.
it.
It was like, I'm
He
gonna
changed
go
it.
for
That's an
Ali.
honorable pick, man.
Yeah.
I'm going with them.
Either I knew
Monster
my
among men. Yeah.
Yeah, like I knew like Brown was gonna win, but I was like, I don't know. Like they gotta give him at least something. They gotta get at least something.
Sometimes they be trying to like just guess some shit, cause you know
Yeah.
sometimes they gonna throw the loops at you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
No bull.
Then we had the Revival versus Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder.
Zack Ryder. Woo woo woo.
Yeah, I seen that coming a mile away.
Yeah, definitely
There's
seen that
been
come a mile
rumors
away.
the Revival is gonna be leaving the company soon,
Mm-hmm.
and like Vince fashion, he did it to Zack Ryder before, gave him a moment and let him win the IC title. They did it again.
So you expect them to lose it tomorrow night, or will they have a lengthy reign?
100% they're gonna lose it.
They gonna lose it tomorrow
Someone's
night.
coming back. I want to say maybe AOP or maybe
Might be Rick and Black, Ricochet
it could be
and
Rick-
Aleister Black.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But how many times are you gonna keep getting title shots though? Like they had at least like
Right.
5 title shots within 2 weeks.
already. only been up for what, a month?
Yeah.
They only
If
been
that-
they only been tag teaming for a few weeks.
few
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
Like ever since with the tournament in NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah, ever since that, yeah.
Okay. So then
They've been had 5 title shots since then. For every title, for every
Yeah.
brand. Every title for every brand.
that's facts. So
That's
then
crazy.
the shocker to me, the shocker of the night, is we kicked off WrestleMania with the Universal Championship match.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar.
Seth freaking Rollins.
The winner of the match wasn't shocking, but the fact that we opened up
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania
Yeah.
with this match. What do y'all feel about
That right there was crazy. That was shocking. Something Vince probably pulled out the hat to try to give more attention to the main event, the women's title.
Like you said, man, like it was a nice shocker to open up, to set the tone for WrestleMania with that. Like I said, I just want to keep that far away from the women's title match because Brock actually dropped the belt this time, so they didn't want to have the crowd in
Super
shock and
surprised at that.
disarray, still awed by Brock actually dropping the belt. So they kicked the match, they kicked WrestleMania off with that. I mean, I think it was a nice touch.
Yeah, and almost a squash.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Almost a squash,
Before
definitely.
the match officially started, Brock was beating the mess out of him, and then when the
Yeah.
match started,
Brock had to get
Seth
his.
Rollins
low blows switched the momentum, and it was three of them things.
3 curb stomps and
Curb
a new
stomps.
champion.
They knew.
Yeah,
They were like,
yeah.
oh, wait a minute. Oh, shit.
And if I'm not mistaken, that was followed by AJ Styles and Randy Orton.
Was it?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
AJ Styles
AJ
with
Styles, Randy
the
Orton.
win over Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm.
I picked Randy Orton. So
I had AJ.
foreshadowing now,
I
I
had
got a
Randy
lot of
Orton
picks
also.
wrong.
I got that wrong.
Yeah.
I got that wrong.
Solid match.
Yeah, solid match, but like those are two of the top performers. I expected a little bit more.
I expected more.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you said, we
Exactly.
touched on. We expected a special RKO, which we never really got. Like I said, they wasted that on SmackDown.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Which probably was a clue.
Yeah,
Yeah, for that we not going to be doing this year.
Yeah.
We gave it to you already.
We're just not.
That's what I was saying. Like it kind of feel like they were off some laziness. Like you guys want to do this special. Like I'm just going to do the best we can.
Let's just
We-
get through the night.
Yeah, get through the night. Make sure nobody get injured, y'all. I think that's the main thing they're trying to do. Make sure nobody got injured. Every WrestleMania, somebody get injured. A
Yeah.
top guy.
Facts. And I think they succeeded. I don't think nobody got injured tonight.
We'll see tomorrow.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah, knock on wood, definitely. Then, okay, so we're going to get out of order. I think it was the SmackDown tag team. Or was it the women's
Or was
tag
it Shane
team?
and Miz?
It might have been Shane and Miz.
I think it was Shane and Miz.
Yeah.
I like that match though.
Shane,
That actually might have been my top favorite match of the night.
yeah, I think it was. That and Kofi.
John, the Kofi.
Yeah,
John,
that and
was my
Kofi.
I like
favorite.
Kofi.
That's my
Yeah. Shane picks up the W over the Miz after the Miz suplexes him off a tower,
Mm-hmm.
and Shane falls on top of him for the 3 count.
For the 3 count. 1, 2, 3.
Man, it was a pretty good match. I think it was booked pretty well,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone thought Miz would go over. You know what I'm saying? Get his revenge, but no.
You know? And we gotta touch on the entrance, man.
Yo, yeah, that was one of the best entrances
One of the
of the
best
night.
entrances of the night by Shane
Heel
O'Mac.
Shane, man, had the
Here comes
crown
the
the palm in his
money.
hand, came down with the
Here we
music.
go.
Stop the
Didn't
music.
quite like the ring announcer's energy. Had him redo it.
Yeah.
And he didn't quite get it. So, he had the third time was the
Yeah,
charm.
third time's the charm.
Help
always.
orchestrate it a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that entrance. That was a solid.
Good job, Shane. I like that one right
Yeah.
there.
Going forward, I've always been a huge fan of the Authority heel figures.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been a huge fan of that, so
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward.
They
to
need to
seeing-
bring that back. Like, I
Yeah.
need Tripp to go heel. I
Yeah.
feel like Tripp is average tweener right now.
Yeah,
You know what I
and
mean?
and it's crazy because the rest of them are like heels.
Heels, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like Tripp is
Like-
like the good guy out their family.
Yeah.
It's like
I agree now. I definitely agree.
it's like they look at him like, can you help us, please?
Yeah. So then, I guess we can dive into both of the tag team
Mm-hmm.
title matches for SmackDown.
3 actually. Oh, for SmackDown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the Usos, the Bar, Aleister Black, Ricochet, and who am I
Shinsuke
missing?
and Rusev.
Shinsuke and Rusev. I don't know why I keep forgetting them. Yeah. How y'all feel about
Not
this
a real
match?
tag team.
I mean, it was a pretty good match. Rusev and Shinsuke surprised me with their teamwork.
Yeah.
They look pretty sharp.
Very
The
cool.
Bar, they look pretty sharp. They had like some nice spots with the
The bar has some good spots.
Cesaro
Yeah.
spinning around and Sheamus
Yeah.
chopping the shit out of everybody.
Two minutes of spinning Ricochet.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that was.
I don't know how he keeps his composure.
Yeah.
I've been spinning around that long and then execute a sharpshooter not
Right.
falling over.
Yeah.
That shit made me nauseous. Yo.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's dope. But in the end, it was the Usos who retained, picked up the
Penitentiary.
victory. One of the few matches that I picked right.
Yeah, I pick Usos. Yeah,
Yeah.
Uso Penitentiary. Usos like I said, they are one of the best in this era tag team right now.
Facts. And
Like,
I
their
got
chemistry
on
is
that
fire.
Aleister Black and fucking Ricochet Hill. I've been
They-
picking
they'll-
them every goddamn
they'll
time.
have their time, but it's just like right now, it's just
Yeah,
you know.
you got other people in front of them now.
Yeah.
Like unless they just want to do something fresh and new for a brand and have them two as the champs, then I can see it. But
Facts.
yeah, well, maybe they could be Raw because we have Zach and Kurt. So
Yeah, they gonna drop them belts or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Zach and
please, Vince, if you're listening, please.
yeah, Vince. Vincent K. McMahon.
And diving into the women, it was the Sasha Banks and Bailey, the Iconics, Natalya and Beth Phoenix, and Nia Jax and Tamina. For some reason, every fight that they're in, they're never really heavily involved.
Yeah.
Never.
Nia
yo.
Jax and Tamina, that is.
Never.
This was no different. Sasha Banks and Bailey do most of the bulk work in these matches.
Mm-hmm.
The Iconics are not really that good in the ring.
They're not. They take a lot of bumps. They take
Yeah.
good bumps though.
That's what they
They
did.
take some good bumps.
Yeah, they decent. And Natalya and Beth Phoenix were, for Beth not to have wrestled in
It was solid.
Yeah.
Cheers.
6-7
Solid.
years, yeah.
Yeah,
I
solid.
feel like,
Solid.
yeah. Were you
I seen one
disappointed?
little botch a little bit,
Oh, you
but
know I
it
was
was.
disappointed. Yeah,
it's-
it's a
it-
few
but-
botches.
Eli's disappointed.
Yeah, I
'cause
was
his-
definitely disappointed.
his best
like,
friend lost
my
the title.
Boss
girl
hugs.
can't never successfully defend a main roster title. Like Vince gonna have to see about me, man. Like, I'm getting tired of this.
Trying to figure out what he has against Sasha. Like,
Yeah, man.
It's
Like,
something.
you should
It gotta be
never
something,
host
right?
that thing.
It got to be something.
Belly breakaway, belly.
Yeah,
Find a new partner.
it got to be something. So I think after that was what? Samoa Joe.
One of my favorite matches of the night.
yeah,
It was so
like
swift.
surprisingly, even though it was a squash match, I think Samoa Joe deserved that. Like he wasn't really booked well coming into.
Yeah.
Well, coming up to the main roster, he was booked already in NXT,
Yeah.
but ever since coming up to the main roster, he wasn't really involved in
Yeah.
too much. And to just see him squash Rey Mysterio, hate for it to be
This-
Rey, but
Yeah,
it made him look strong.
I'm glad it was
This
Ray.
match was really. This match was literally a punch, a kick, a kick and a coquina clutch.
Yeah.
I got you now.
Misstep by Ray cost them. One mistake cost them.
Yeah.
It was a wrap.
It was a quick wrap.
I think Ray got one move and that was like a little Hurricane DDT or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was
Okay.
it.
But this match was 2 minutes, 3 minutes if you want to be generous.
You went to the kitchen to get some snacks. It was
over.
Yeah.
And
You missed it.
still.
And
Nah, but to piggyback on you, like I really had high hopes and anticipation on Samoa Joe coming up to the main roster. So it is good to see him, get a quick, swift defensive title. He been kind of losing lately to everybody.
Yeah.
Like,
what's that's what they do with the heels.
yeah,
Like the
Yeah.
the champions, like yeah.
I haven't seen the only heel that wins is Brock.
Yeah.
That's it. No matter what. That's why we are very surprised this time. Thank you, Vincent.
Thank you. Yeah, we can thank Vince. Even though I picked Brock, I could thank Vince myself. That was no problem at all. Then that turns into the Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre.
Very lackluster match.
Very lackluster.
Yeah, like I don't want to seem like a hater, but like every time I watch Roman, it just snore fest, man. Limited move set, and like Dollar said, like every time he fights someone that's another big opponent, it's like it's a very stale match.
Very boring and very stiff and very slow when he fights big guys.
And he has such a small moveset.
Yeah.
He has maybe like
Drive by, Samoan drop, punch.
Superman punch, spear,
Yeah.
That's it. Punch and clothesline.
and the oorah. I count that as a move.
Yeah.
My bad, Kev. I know that's your guy, but
Sorry,
Kev.
Kev. You talking about Cowboy Kev, right?
Yeah.
I ain't talking to Kev. What up, Cowboy Kev? Yeah. That was. I expected Drew McIntyre to get that W, even though common sense would say Roman.
Yeah, I'm about to say with the whole they switching his little symbol to the leukemia cancer symbol.
Ain't no way they're gonna beat that.
Yeah,
he got a lot of millions of
first
people.
pay-per-view back or singles. You know what I'm saying?
WrestleMania also.
Yeah,
That's his-
him being Vince's guy, Golden Child. I knew he was gonna get that.
Yeah. With that being said, we had Triple H versus Batista.
the funniest matches of the night.
Goofballs.
Funniest match of the
Batista
night.
ruined what I thought might have been entrance of the night until he tripped getting into the ring.
That's right. He did put up an SUV.
Yeah.
Security detail.
Yeah. Yeah. It was tough. It was tough. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, Batista.
Yeah, that was almost entrance of the night for me.
Oh my
But
God.
he ruined it.
He kind of tripped bad. It's not like he just gradually he tripping
stumbled
almost
over the ropes and
stumbled
then
again
had to gather
raw,
himself
man.
in the ring.
Even had to laugh himself though. You know what I'm
numerous
saying?
times throughout his little
Numerous
entrance, he was laughing.
times,
The
bro.
referee said something to him. They start laughing before they cut the Triple H's entrance. It was
Lord have
it was
mercy.
crazy, man.
So what do you think about the match? Lackluster?
Yeah, it was lackluster. It was like a lot of filler on the outside, brawling.
Weapons.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was very lackluster. You could tell that they spent less time in the ring practicing or whatever they do, training, and spent a lot of time outside of the ring, maybe because energy-wise or whatever. But I felt like I was watching Drax versus Paul Levesque instead of Batista versus Triple H. So it was very lackluster. I like one spot when Triple H speared him onto the announcer's table.
Yeah. That was
I like that one. Other than that, botch.
Yeah.
The
The assist from Ric
pedigrees.
Flair.
The assist from Ric Flair. I love that one.
the power bomb on the stairs was alright.
I like that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. That was
Even though
cool.
he kind of no sold it, he popped right back
Yeah.
up
Yeah,
Definitely Bob right.
Pop right up to the
to
The
like,
worst
one of the worst fucking
pedigree
ever.
sale I ever saw in my life.
Yeah.
The worst sale
That
ever.
was- we disappointed, Paul.
We ain't buying your brand.
Yeah, Paul
Worst
ain't really
selling.
get too much lift on that pedigree either.
Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah, maybe boy is getting old though.
Yeah,
so
He's pushing 50.
yeah, I got to take that into granted.
Old ass niggas and got
Yeah.
matches, man.
Not the 90s no more.
Yeah, you can Trip is like a power technician almost, more
Yeah.
so power in his late career. So getting older, it's kind of hard for you to do power moves.
Facts.
So, only thing to do, know what was bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brawl, punch,
That's
all
it.
around,
No
waste
bar.
time, make the match longer and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Filler.
Super filler. And that would turn into Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston. Probably the most anticipated match of the whole card outside of the women's main event.
Yeah.
And of course I picked Daniel Bryan. He lost.
I definitely picked Daniel Bryan.
I went Kofi.
Yeah, Eli got
Shout
a
out
lot
to
of these
Kofi,
right.
though.
Yeah, definitely. Even
Yeah,
though Eli thinks it's
super
not going to
happy for
last
Kofi,
long.
man. We don't really have too many black champions. So even though I don't think he's going to hold this long, like I said, he's giving this belt up on SmackDown due to that contract.
But his style matched well with Daniels, though. You
Yeah,
agree?
it was a great match. It was
Awesome
a great match.
Yeah.
Definitely awesome match, yo. Like,
Probably.
counters after counters. Nothing was botched. Nothing was slow, stiff, or anything.
The
Yeah,
move
nice
sets
fluid
were
match.
ridiculous.
Right.
Like, you could tell like who has like a large arsenal of moves.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that match also.
And one thing they actually got right in this match, the people, the entourage actually got involved in the match.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You had Eric take out the New Day,
Yeah.
and then Kofi hit Eric with the Trouble in Paradise.
Yeah.
So they actually got involved. Like some of the other matches where the entourage was just out there, didn't really get involved, didn't really do anything, help, cheat, or nothing.
Which made no sense.
Right. Why are you
Made no
there?
sense.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
what you out there for?
Yeah.
Well, Ric Flair, he got
Yeah,
involved.
Rick-
I like
yeah.
that one.
Yeah. So
But
Kofi
talking to you, Leo.
becomes the first African American WWE champion in the history of WWE.
That's what's up. Shout out to Kofi.
Shout
Hell
out
yeah,
to
That's
Kofi.
that's crazy,
what's up.
man.
That's what's up.
They also, after the match, donned the old WWE championship, getting rid of Daniel Bryan's
The
Planet's champion title.
Hemp
Made out of hemp, yeah.
hemp and
That thing
rhinestones.
is in the yellow recycling bin. They'll go pick that up.
They gonna pick it up on Tuesday.
Yeah, that was
cycle days.
yeah, that was awesome. So that brings us to
Triangle.
Baron Corbin and Kurt Angle.
I mean, it was a decent match for Kurt being old. I mean, it was a decent match.
Yeah, it was
I actually had Triangle winning, but
Yeah, I had Kurt
You know,
Angle winning. I think
I
we
thought he was gonna go
you
for
had-
top.
I had
Oh, he had
Corbin.
Corbin.
I had Corbin.
Yeah,
at
I
least.
thought he would win on this go home retirement
yeah, I thought-
match.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's definitely what I thought.
Corbin's,
going on?
Corbin's been on a super sneaky roll as of late, so I just
High
decided to
street.
take a chance. Plus, I was losing on the prediction card, so I, you know,
Gotta take
Yeah,
those
that's
risks.
yeah,
On the risky.
yeah. So I had to
Risky
start
moves.
gambling. Yeah,
Try to steal some.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
It was you know, Kurt Angle really can't keep up with the stars of today.
Mm-mm.
So you know, for his final match, yeah, it was okay. You know,
Yeah.
bunch of German suplexes, you know, a couple of ankle lock spots.
Hopefully this leads to something for Corbin. Hopefully this is some
Corbin, yeah.
momentum
Yeah,
and do something with him. You know what I'm
Need to.
saying? Give him some credibility.
hopefully,
And hopefully he can go for one of the belts or something. You know what I'm saying?
hopefully.
Probably Intercontinental. I could see him being a heel to Finn Balor, maybe.
Yeah, that makes
So,
sense. I would like that. Speaking of Finn, he had a Intercontinental Championship match against Bobby Lashley,
Mm-hmm.
which he appeared as the Demon.
The Demon King.
Yeah,
Yeah.
match didn't really last too long.
Not at all.
It was a decent match. Like
About five.
Dollar said, it was a nice spot where Bobby speared him through the ropes.
Yeah, loved it.
Yeah,
That was
Loved it.
fire.
that's
That
one
was
thing. Like,
very unanticipated. I didn't know he was gonna do that.
yeah, Bobby. Wasn't it Lito didn't really get involved to help out Bobby at any
Shockingly.
point, didn't distract the ref or nothing. People don't really distract refs no more. I don't really see
Yeah,
that.
like,
the stuff you can do is you know what I'm saying.
Maybe
It's a
okay, hold
heel.
on. Maybe to Leo's. I'm trying to look at Leo's point of view of it. Couple times Leo did like kind of interfere, kind of cost Bobby the match. So
Okay.
maybe he like just wanted him to do his
wanted to stay out the
thing,
way
stay
this
out the
time.
way. You know, maybe reaching. I don't know.
Yeah, that's reaching. You see your man getting, you know, taking advantage of.
You got especially
yeah.
especially after the person finishing move. You have to get involved
Yeah.
right after you see the finishing
Yeah.
move.
Something.
grab the ref, talk to him, something.
So once he hit the coup de grace, we knew like, okay, that's it.
Yeah. Sidebar, it's like, I don't know what it is. It seems like every time he comes out as a demon, it's like a new paint, new pattern.
I didn't like
It
tonight's
is.
pattern.
It is.
I didn't
Yeah,
either. Like,
yeah,
it
the
wasn't
whole
really
different
too
pattern
much anything good on the body and the face.
Yeah,
I didn't really like the face. And
Yeah.
you already know I don't like all the tassels and shit he come on. He had like these fucking
yeah,
Where's
he had it
Waldo
on his
stripes
arm.
around his-
Yeah, on his
Yeah,
arm.
yeah.
I never seen
Normally
him
he
have
has
that.
his whole chest and stomach and everything colored,
Yeah.
right? Oh, everything be colored, right?
Yeah.
Or just the chest.
I think it'd be majority of his
Majority
torso
be
and
black
there,
and
you know?
black and red.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some little
Yeah, like it's-
championship belt on star or something on his
yeah, like a
neck.
fucking Mario star on his neck and shit.
So we'll see how that goes from here. You know, whether we get. When you think we'll see Demon again?
Next
Next
pay-per-view.
WrestleMania.
They only pull them out
Yeah.
pay-per-views.
Next WrestleMania.
Next WrestleMania. So you gonna
Back
Money in the
against the
Bank?
wall.
He's saying WrestleMania. Speaking of Money in the Bank, which brings us to the women's main event of Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch, and it's just went off the air.
Mm-hmm.
Becky Lynch is the first ever women's, well, not gonna say first ever. She's the SmackDown Live and Raw Women's Champion.
Mm-hmm.
Winner take all.
Who suspect to see Becky tomorrow night?
And she pinned Ronda Rousey to make this happen.
With ease.
Ave called. I'm like super shocked. I
One,
didn't
two,
think
three.
Ronda would take the fall. Whoever won, I didn't think Ronda would take it.
To me, it had to be that way.
It does make sense now.
Yeah, it had to be like she has to lose that aura.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know,
She
what I'm
can't be
saying?
beaten.
Yeah,
Gotta-
yeah.
gotta-
yeah. Like you
Yeah.
said, it had to be done. Should have been done. But like, when has WWE ever done what they're supposed to? Done?
Facts.
This is definitely like
Facts.
poetic justice
Facts.
because it all started with them two. Charlotte weasel her way in.
Yeah,
And for have the man
Definitely shocked.
yeah.
pin Ronda, it was poetic justice, man.
Mm-hmm.
And make no mistake about it, I didn't pick logical. I just went Becky because I'm in love with her.
I tried to come up with
I'm
some
in love with Becky now,
calculations,
too.
and I picked Charlotte.
I'm in love with Becky too, but the momentum was too crazy. Like
Yeah,
if you don't put on Becky, like Vince, you crazy.
it was Stone Cold esque.
Yeah, definitely Stone Cold.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
definitely.
They just overthinking it, thinking like, man, they can't give us everything we want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
but
definitely Stone Cold as when he won it from Shawn Michaels.
facts. Yeah,
All the
Minus-
odds was against him.
minus the Mike Tyson foolery.
Yeah, I still don't like you for that, Mike.
Yeah, me either. Me either. So
Jesus.
overall, a lot of titles changed hands tonight.
Yeah. Well, which I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I think the only one that stayed put was
Usos.
Usos.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean,
Oh, Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe, yeah.
Like I said, I'm not mad at that stuff, man.
Yeah.
All the Samoans kept their belts.
Coincidentally.
Yeah. Rikishi made Rikishi proud.
Yeah, that's dope. As we
Too
watch.
bad you ain't have a belt, Roman. Could
Not yet.
have won it today.
Don't jinx it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No.
Vince,
He don't want no smoke with my man.
you gonna
Man,
go?
Slade the Beast. Goddamn Roman ain't gonna be no
Several.
problem.
Man. But
Hey, Seth,
I'm looking
I
forward
want a
to
title
that.
shot, y'all.
You got the belt in my yard.
So before we go, I want to ask y'all one last question. This don't have nothing to do with WrestleMania. This is just a sidebar. So, no Dean Ambrose. What are y'all thinking? The whole time I thought this was a storyline.
I did too. But actually, Damon, he wasn't on my mind the whole night. Actually,
Facts.
Yeah, I wasn't
until you
even
just
thinking
said
about it,
something,
until
I'm
you
like,
said
you know
something.
what? It wasn't a work. He actually gone.
Yeah, I'm thinking
He's
so
actually
too.
gone.
When Eli mentioned Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns, I automatically think of the third leg.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Damn,
I'm still sticking with our theory. I don't think he's gone yet.
You don't
Even
think
though he
he's
wasn't at
gone?
WrestleMania.
I hope you're right, though.
I think because it was just so many matches, where could you put him? You know what I'm saying? I still don't think he's gone. Like you said, when has WWE ever announced 2 months
I
in
don't-
advance that
yeah,
someone's
they
leaving?
leave.
Way back in January.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think they was working up towards something and it just swerved left for the star
Yeah.
power. I think it was going to be H versus Dean or something like that.
I think so, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then they just swerved and went with the star power.
Batista
Batista
probably
became available. They
Yeah,
probably
they
just
did have
set up a
that.
backup plan just in case Batista was doing movies, and which he is. he has a movie out.
Stuber.
About to come out. You know what I'm saying? So
just advertised it on there. Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
right.
Stuber.
Yeah, 'cause they did have like a spot when they was in the ring together or something, right?
Yeah,
And backstage. Yeah, backstage.
Yeah, they was going at it. And he's mocking them a little bit. So what you got to ask your wife or something like that?
Yeah.
Or your father-in-law or something like that. Yeah. So
overall, we give it about a 3.
Yeah, definitely like
yeah, I give it a 3.
So if
definitely.
you ain't seen it, you can watch the highlights and
let us know what y'all think in the comments. Huh?
yeah.
Yeah, definitely let us know, yo.
Oh, we ain't never plug our names this whole time.
I know, right?
This is the Hills podcast.
Kind of heelish of us.
I'm Teddy B.
Young Eli.
It's your boy Sonny Black.
Yeah,
We
you'll
the
be-
Heels.
And you'll be seeing a lot more of us coming soon.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Subscribe.